Are your SaaS marketing campaigns failing? Then start with what works. Give me the next 6 minutes and I will show you exactly which data you need to collect to create a winning marketing campaign using the massive feedback method. My name is Jean-Michel Moreau, and I help SaaS CEOs unlock product growth using a scientific approach to advertising. After 20 years of experience, I've created the massive feedback method so that CEOs can grow and scale faster and make a bigger impact with their products. In every single episode, you're going to get something that you can immediately implement that's going to accelerate user acquisition so that you can scale and exit faster. So let's say that you're ready to take a scientific approach to your marketing, but you don't know how to get started and you want to avoid the random testing that you or your agencies have done before. I know you hate wasting money on campaigns that don't work, and even more, you hate executing on one-off tactics that aren't optimizing you towards anything acceptable in terms of a cost of user acquisition. So we're going to avoid all of this random one-off tactics by taking a step back and just collecting data on what works. What do we know about the customer? And you don't have to spend as much money testing if you start with what already works. So remember, your competitors have already done all the market research that you need. And there are 5 steps to collecting data on what works so that your SaaS campaigns optimize faster and improve their ROAS. Let's take a look at the whiteboard. So step 1 is find competitors. I've written down here select. Gary Halbert, one of the greatest copywriters of all time, who sold over $1 billion with direct mail, says that you should be a student of the markets over a student of copy. So really pick your competitors that are selling well. Step 2 is to ask 10 questions. Step 2 is 10 questions. And you need to ask these 10 questions for your direct competitors. So what are those questions? Question number 1. What is the primary promise? Question number 2. What kind of claims do they make? Question 3. What proof do they have for each claim? You'll find that most good marketers put 3 elements of proof for each claim. So be looking. What proof are they using? Question 4. What are the benefits that they list? And break those benefits down into these categories. Functional benefits, like benefits of the product, emotional benefits, benefits about how you'll feel, and look for dimensionalized benefits. Dimensionalized benefits are just benefits with a visual metaphor that's painting a picture of the prospect's life, of the user's life, when they experience this benefit. Question number 5, what is their unique mechanism? Unique mechanism. Do they even have one? A lot of competitors may not even have a unique mechanism. Question number 6, what are the fragments of excellent copy that you can lift? Question number 7, do they have a unique selling proposition? My definition of a USP is a unique benefit that can only be attained by using this product. It's very rare to have a unique selling proposition these days because most benefits are not unique. Usually it comes in the tech sector for a limited period of time. For example, Uber was the only easy way to use your phone to get a taxi or a taxi equivalent. But now they have competitors. They no longer have a USP. Question number 8, what do their winning ads look like? Well, what if you don't know where to look? I would start with VidTow, which is collecting all the data for YouTube spend, and I would look at the Facebook ads library just for some inspiration. Question 9, what do their customers complain about? And finally, question 10, what is precisely their offer? That's the primary work that you need to do. Step number 3 is to do it for indirect competitors. What are the indirect competitors? So other ways that you could meet a similar need that's not in direct competition with your app or product. Step number 4 is to fill the customer hexagon in the rapid marketing canvas. Hexagon looks like that. And there are 5 areas. Area number 1 is their pains. What are the pains that this customer or user has? Area number 2 is their dream outcome. What's their dream outcome? Area number 3 is their jobs to be done, and look at both the functional and emotional jobs to be done. Area number 4 is false or limiting beliefs. This is what you're going to think about your customer. And area number 5 are their immediate small problems that they would have to solve for them to be ready to use your app. If you fill out all of that out, what I recommend is to use color codes. Definitely use color codes So for example, red could be unvalidated. That would be your ideas, your assumptions, what you think. And green would be things where you have proof, where you've collected evidence that validates this assumption about your users. And finally, step number 5 is just cluster all of your winning ads so far. So take a look at anything you've done that's performed better than the rest of what you've done and cluster them together and look for similarities. What were the elements that were the same amongst all of your winning material so far? So if you would like my playbook and video guide to systematic research for SaaS CEOs and startup founders, just comment playbook below, and in it, you'll be, and with this playbook in your hands, you'll be able to improve your marketing campaigns by the end of the day. So comment playbook below.